What's up, home team? This is the Data Lord. Today we're talking about Grin and how to set it up in HiveOS so you can get mining. And before I get to that point, I do want to say that Grin is a really interesting project. It is extremely secure. It focuses on the actual security and anonymity of your transactions. So Grin is unique in that it actually has files that you'll send to somebody for payment. So you can basically export a certain amount of Grin, give somebody the file, they pull that file into their wallet, and that file is validated on the blockchain. So interesting. It's just a really different platform. So to get started, we're going to go to f2pool.com. And on f2pool.com, just go ahead and make an account. You will have an email that you set up with that account, and that email address is only relevant for you signing into f2pool.com. You will also have a account name, and the account name will be up here in this top right corner once you're set up and signed in. That account name is what we're going to be using inside of our script for mining. So once you're at that point, we are going to go into HiveOS, okay? And here I have my HiveOS set up, and you can see I have this single 8 gig RX. I have this single 8 gig RX. So go over into wallets, and when you're in wallets, I want you to go ahead and just click Add Wallet and click on Coin and go ahead and type in Grin. And then for the address, that's going to be your F2Pool account name dot whatever your rig name is. So for our example here, I'm going to do your F2 pool name here dot rig 001. And so what that'll do is you'll copy this F2 pool name from that this top right corner on f2pool.com, okay? And then dot whatever your rig name is. And then for name, this can be just a descriptor of your wallet here. So since this is an F2 pool, we're going to type in F2 pool wallet. And then you just hit create, okay? And so that's all you need to do for your actual wallet to point to your F2 pool account. And then we need to make a flight sheet, okay? So on flight sheets, you are going to say that we're mining Grin. For wallet, just go ahead and pick your F2 pool wallet. And then for pool here, we're going to say configure in miner because we don't want this to store it in a variable and inject it into our script. We want to specify in our script. And for our miner, I want you to type in custom, okay? And we're going to enter the name of the flight sheet here. And I'm just going to call this Grin F2 pool example. Just put Grin F2 pool, that's fine. Just click on setup miner config up here. And here's where we're going to really configure the custom miner that we're going to use. Now, we're going to call this Grin Gold Miner. And I have the link in the description here if you want to copy this link and paste it in. And just make sure there's no space after where you pasted it. A Trump is the person who has the GitHub with this Grin Gold Miner. So thanks to A Trump. And then under hash algorithm, it's going to be cuckoo. And for wallet and worker template, we're actually going to manually enter this. So this is going to be your F2 pool name here. Dot rig name. Okay. So again, this F2 pool name here, that is going to be the account name that you have in the top right corner of your F2 pool once you're signed in. So make sure you have that down. And then for pool URL, we are going to specifically enter our F2 pool information here. So we're mining Grin 29, which is the GPU version of Grin. Grin 31 is the ASIC version of Grin. And so grin29.f2pool.com : and this is our port number 13654. And for password, you can put X there or leave it blank or name it whatever you'd like. You're really just setting a password for the pool side. And then this is really important. So I'm assuming if you're using Goldminer here, it's because you're using AMD cards. If you're using NVIDIA cards, there's already a CUDA miner, and there's another way to do that. So for our extra config, we actually have to specify each one of our GPUs. And I have this information in the description. Okay. So that's what we would enter if we just have one RX 570 8 gig, for example. If you have two 8 gig or more graphics cards that are AMD, you're going to paste this again, but you're going to change the device ID because it's going to be GPU 1. And then the next one will be device ID 2, which is your third GPU. So in my case, for this example, I just have one GPU on this rig, so that's all I would have to enter. And so this all looks good. So the logic behind this is we're naming it something descriptive. This is the Grin gold miner. We're giving the actual file path for the Linux mining package, and it's going to download that, unpackage it, and install it each time that we launch this miner. And then we're specifying we want it to hash in Cuckoo's algorithm. And then we're listing our F2 pool name dot whatever our rig name is. This is the pool we're mining to. This is the password for the pool we're mining to so that we can configure this pool side, right? And then this right here is specifying we have one GPU and we want that one GPU to be allocated to this work, okay? So once that's done, you can hit apply changes. And so now we've set up that miner, okay? I will then go over to my farms and click on the farm that you want to connect to. And then click on the rig that you want to connect to. And then on this rig, we go under flight sheet. You're just going to click on the rocket ship, right? This is what it'll look like when you're mining Grin, okay? You will have mining for the name of your F2 pool account right here. Then you will have the Stratum server we entered, and it'll say whether it's connected. And right under mining at, we'll see our hash rate. So 1.19 hash per second. It's GPS, but it's, for all purposes, it's a hash. It's a hash rate. And this is good to go. So if you want to set up Monero mining, you want to actually download the Monero wallet, include your Monero wallet address on MoneroOcean.stream, and then you'll make a wallet for your Monero Ocean. If you go under your Grin flight sheet, you can click Add Miner, and then under Add Miner, you can select Monero here. So that's what I've done on the second option here. And then you just add the Monero wallet that you created, And then under pools, Monero Ocean's already a listed pool, so you won't have to configure it further than that. And then for miner, I recommend using XMRig. That's what Monero Ocean.streams automatic configuration will do as well. If you go through like the PowerShell scripting on their site. And then under miner, if you hit setup miner config, this is all defaults. I didn't change any of this. It's really, really simple and straightforward. And then once you hit update on that, and you click on the flight sheet here, it'll push both Monero and Grin miners to your HiveOS session, and you'll be mining Monero with your CPU and mining Grin with your GPUs. So I really hope that's been helpful. I have included a Bitcoin pub link in the description. If you want to have conversations about this, head over to the bitcoin.pub and let me know what kind of questions you have for that, and we'll, as a community, help each other out, make sure everyone's hashing like they want to. So this is the Data Lord. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you next time.